Welcome back to the Varkha Cholani channel. Today is a very special episode. If you notice, the episode is being shot in an iPhone because me and my team haven't been able to get together to put out our regular episodes, which I usually upload every Friday. But I thought it important to talk about the coronavirus. We have all been asked to have a lockdown for 21 days, and me and my team are practicing social distancing. I hope you are too. It's a very challenging time for all of us. There are people who are constantly fretting about how soon this is going to end. Their careers are at stake, their finances are at stake, their jobs are at stake. This is a period of storm and stress. Anxiety, helplessness, and some amount of hopelessness is engulfing our minds. As a therapist, I'd like to give you only two messages. Message 1. Acceptance is the first form of emotional management. What do I mean? Yes, times are tough. The more I accept the reality of what we have been asked to do, that is lockdown for 21 days, the better my mind is able to cope. A lot of us keep fighting reality, keep fighting the truth of what stares us in the face. And many times, because of our resistance to reality, our resistance to acceptance, we waste a lot of emotional energy going around in circles, not really becoming problem solvers. If anything, non-acceptance leads to problem compounding. What do I mean? The mind cannot think two thoughts at the same time. If I keep fighting the reality of how could this be so, why have I to be at home for 21 days, I will constantly only and always be thinking about that. And then my problem solving capacity will be compromised. Acceptance does not mean resignation. Acceptance means what is. And the minute you accept that, you free your mind, you liberate your intelligence to become a problem solver. So please accept the truth. It is a very challenging time. It is a time when we need our wits about us. The more emotionally in balance we are, the better we are able to take care of ourselves, to take care of our loved ones, and then to solve the problems should they come our way. So the first step to emotional management is accepting what is, because what is cannot be otherwise. The goal to manage these 21 days is not about not feeling anything. It is about just pulling up all our emotional reserves to cope with a very, very difficult and a very, very challenging phase of life. Life has changed. I don't think it's going to be the same again. I'm not saying that it's going to be bad or it's going to be good, but the more we accept change, the more empowered we are to use the coping skills that we have learned as life has taken us ahead. The second aspect after acceptance is directing the mind. This is possibly a wonderful time of 21 days when you will be given so much time to create a life that you want. Listen again. It's not about controlling the mind. It's about directing the mind. In and of itself, mind can make heaven out of hell or hell out of heaven. This is the time you can actually direct the mind to make heaven out of these very challenging days. Because I do believe we can make good things happen out of very bad things. What do I mean? Directing the mind towards where you want it to go, imagining and creating a future of what life would be maybe a couple of months from here would depend on how you're able to channelize your thoughts towards your goals. These are times when there can be a lot of introspection, a lot of thinking, and the mind, when it is directed towards those activities, will obviously not be able to feel anxious. Because as I repeat again, emotions cannot exist simultaneously. They come successively. So the more we master the art of directing our thoughts towards what we want, the less the possibility of us constantly mulling about things which are beyond our control. All successful people are able to direct their thoughts towards things which are within their control. Use these 21 days to master skills, to learn something. All that we have to have is the discipline and the consistency to keep directing our thoughts towards our goals. So sit back and ask, how would you like these 21 days to be? Would you want it to be a bed of roses, or would you want it to be a bush of thorns? The idea of what you want to create for your life will ultimately depend on you. Just remember these two small tips. Acceptance of reality and not fighting it will release you, liberate you, and give you the peace for these 21 days. And then directing your mind towards the goals and what you want from your life for these next 21 days is going to depend largely on what you do to take yourself towards where you want to go. Stay safe, stay well, and soon me and my team will come back together to continue to upload many more episodes on the Barkha Chulani channel. All good wishes to all of you and your loved ones. Till next week, it's goodbye and thank you.